Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jim Parker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Parker. I'm a stand-up comic and a silver-tongued superstar. Now, I'm here to tell a few jokes. So, please laugh, because I might get a shag out of this one. No? Okay. Oh, fuck. Right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is my first time. A comment I'm not very used to saying. She knows what I'm talking about. She doesn't, sadly, yet, but she will never know what I'm talking about. Right. So.
Jeez. Okay.
You were hard to find, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, you know me. Always want to stay out of the spotlight.
You've had the brief for the project. Have you got any questions before we get started?
No, I've got it. You're digging us old dinosaurs up to see who's got the wrinkliest ass. Yeah, I'm with you. Like it.
Great.
So, let's tell them a story, eh?
Did you take that money from my wallet again?
What? It was only a tenner. Calm down.
Well, I never had the money when the rent man was due.
Shut up. This is my house, remember?
Well, at least I've got a job, unlike that useless brat upstairs.
Leave Jim alone, all right? He's your son, remember?
Let's not live in a pretend world now, shall we? He's your son, not my son.
You're supposed to be the man of the house. Start acting like it. You're out getting kissed every night.
Look, if I want to go down the pub and have a tear up with the boys, I'll go down the fucking pub and have a tear up with the boys.
I on this.
It's been a while since we've heard from you. How's retirement treating Jim Parker? Do you still miss the stage at all?
Yeah, well, I tell you something I don't miss. I was staying at this tatty little bed and breakfast on the way up north. And after the gig, I was so knackered that when I got back, I went straight to bed. No minibar, nothing. Madness, anyway. I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt these eyes staring at me. You know what that feels like? When you know that someone or something is looking at you. Well, I flicked the light switch on and there it was. A great big fat toad. Sat, slimy arse and all, on my belly, gazing up at me. Yeah. Yeah, well, I've woken up next to worse. Yeah, next to worse.
The fuck off, mate.
Right, come on, let's get pissed.
Glamorous hotel rooms aside, I'd like to know more about those closest to you, your family. Was it hard for them when you're on tour?
Well, my son was always well looked after.
Yeah, but you were away for a long time. You can't have seen his father very often.
Oh, he's fine. He's a big boy now.
But would you say you have a bond?
Look, could we just get back to my career, please?
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
freezing, I'm just shaking away.
Look at how he's shaking.
Mate, he got his coat again. Oh, look at this one as well. Fucking hell, it looks like
Mate, this is dirt, mate. Taste it.
Mate,
Taste
come
it.
on, drink up. Fucking
it,
hell.
yeah.
Hey, I don't know why you're laughing, mate. You've been under the thumb so long, it looks like you got a fucking print on your forehead. Hey, how's your girlfriend, mate?
Oh, come on, mate. Don't
It's
go.
alright, I'll ask her myself tonight.
Oh.
Let's talk more about touring. What was it that was so appealing to you?
Well, I needed to be away. Well, the freedom was fantastic. I could do anything I wanted.
Doing whatever you wanted seems to be the mantra throughout your career.
Ah, yeah, very clever. Saw what you did there. Listen, I just wanted to get away. Honest intentions. So don't go twisting my words. I've had enough of that through the years.
Oh, Maggie! Oh, Maggie, Maggie, Maggie! Oh, oh, oh!
Shall we talk about the faces from the past? The people who know the real you? Your old tour mates, fellow comics. I've interviewed a lot of comedians over the years and they each have a lot to say about you.
Well, I could tell you some very libelous stories about that lot, I'm sure.
Yeah, many seemed surprised that you decided to give up touring.
Ah, well, they were always a bunch of piss takers.
But didn't you have a big tour booked?
Yeah, well, I never made it to the arena tour, actually.
Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Well, at the peak of my career, I was booked on a run of shows across the country, all charity, all televised. Yeah, man, it's kind of this face on the television. Yeah, would have been my best shows ever. Hundreds of people, thousands maybe. And a right royal kick up the arse for my career. And then it all went tits up.
A petition was given credit for removing you from the tour after some pretty strong allegations. A lot of headlines were written.
I know what was written, I was there. And it were all total bollocks. I got pulled from that tour last minute, based purely on unfounded allegations, simple as.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Parker. I'm a stand-up comic and a silver-tongued superstar. When I'm not busy modelling or shagging supermodels, you can find me dodging my stepfather's right hooks. I shouldn't complain though. He saves the uppercuts for my mum. Yeah, that's fucking mean. I knew I shouldn't have got him that wrestling tape for Christmas. He thinks he's Hulk Hogan.
Harmless.
No wonder they're always arguing. I'd be fucking fuming too if I had a hairline like that. He looks like a sausage on steroids.
Get out of this fucking house. I never want to see your face again.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm pissed off, Phil. Is that supposed to be funny?
Look, you stupid fucking bitch. You're pissing me off now. So let's just fucking drop it before I fucking drop you.
I'd like to see you fucking.
You take that money from my wallet. Well, I never had the money from the rent family. Not this shit again, you fucking bitch. Well, what have I at least no problem? I've not had any dollars in the back anywhere now, shall we? Look at you, still son, you're mine. If you don't want to go down the fucking profit, tell us I fucking go down the fucking...
The public seemed to turn against you following the headlines.
Well, that's an opinion. I thought we were talking about the facts.
It's not a stretch to say that your career did stall once the tour was cancelled.
And yet here we are. Over 30 years later. So I reckon the legend is still alive and people do care, don't they?
Well, Jim, what about a comeback then? Any plan for further performances?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, an offer could come in at any time. Never say never in this business.
But do you think you'd fit in with the politically conscious brand of comedy these days?
Why wouldn't I?
Well, it could be argued that what was funny then could be seen as offensive or inappropriate today.
Oh, for God's sake. Jokes are jokes, aren't they?
But we're talking about much more than jokes here, Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Parker! Violent stalker, abusive womanizer, sexual predator.
Oh, pervert! I hope you go to prison for the rest of your life.
Embrace the spotlight once more.
From my understanding, there were no more performances after the allegations.
Allegations. Again. I'm sick of allegations. You think you're the expert now, so come on, you tell me. What fucking allegations?
Allegations of sexual harassment from several young women, which were settled out...
Settled out of court by both parties. No convictions. That's not guilty the last time I checked. Another non-story. Just a couple of fat fucking slags looking for a payout.
Well, good luck, Jim. Maybe the calls will come in. Who knows? Thank you for your time. Take care.
Fucking hell, right? No, but really, thank you, because it does mean a lot. It really does, because every laugh you give me goes towards making my ego and erection that much stronger. Now, before I go, I'd like to thank two very special people. Now, they couldn't be here tonight, but if they could, they'd probably be at the bar. Hey, I don't blame them. I am funnier when you're hammered. Hey, better looking too. Wouldn't you agree, madam? Now, how about a toast? To my parents. I said parents, but the dozy cow who raised me and the fat fucking shaved gorilla who calls himself my stepdad. My parents. In 30 years' time, when I'm rich and famous, hopefully you'll be dead. But if not, please, remember this. Fuck you both. This arse is on his way to the top. Yeah.